enter the inner autumn or the luteal phase of our menstrual cycle, generally around day 18 of a regular 28-day cycle, we can start to feel a little less positive in ourselves as our inner critic begins to creep back in. This is all very natural, and it is down to a shift in our hormones. Our oestrogen levels are beginning to drop and our progesterone levels are becoming the more dominant force. So in this short practice, I will help you to soothe your inner critic with a series of movements and mantra to help fill yourself with self-compassions for what can be a tricky phase of your menstrual cycle. Okay, so we're just going to begin in a seated position down here on our mats. We're just going to bring our hands to heart centre, just taking a bow of our head here, just giving ourselves a few moments just to fully arrive on our mats. Taking a few normal breaths here, in and out through your nose. And you're just going to repeat the following mantra: I choose to be present on my mat. Just going to open up our eyes, bringing our hands down onto our knees. We're just going to drop our chin down towards the floor. We're going to exhale, bringing our chin up towards the sky. Inhaling down, exhaling up, inhaling down, and coming back up to centre. Moving into some side bends now, we're just going to reach our right hand out to the side, bringing our left arm up and just bend it over here, stretching out the left hand side of our body, bringing our hands up to centre, dropping our left hand down, taking that stretch over, stretching all through the right hand side of our body, and back to centre. And touch our fingertips to our shoulders now, just warming up our shoulders here with a few shoulder rolls. Just taking it nice and slow, no need to rush here. And we're going to take that in the opposite direction. Bringing our hands back down to our knees, just going to take a few hip circles here. Just warming up our hips, our lower back. Just let it feel good. Again, no need to rush, just follow the pace of your body today. I'm just going to take that in the opposite direction. Lovely. And now we're just going to come up into a standing position. Just taking a few moments here just to kind of settle back into our body here. Just closing over our eyes here and just repeating the following mantra. I can choose positive thoughts. I can choose positive thoughts. I'm going to bring our arms up into mountain pose, bringing our hands down towards the ground, finding our flat back here for half lift, hands back down to the ground into a tabletop position. Just going to take a couple of cat-cow spinal waves now. So we're just going to drop our belly, lifting our chin. We're then going to lift our navel up towards our spine, bringing our chin down towards our chest. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Coming back to a neutral spine now. We're just going to take our gaze over our left shoulder. Coming back to centre, taking our gaze over our right shoulder. And back to centre. Just going to move our hands forward here. And we're going to come up into a downward facing dog. Just keeping a micro bend in our elbows there. Just pedaling out your legs here to warm up your hamstrings and your quads, your calves, if that feels good for you. So listen to what the movements that your body is asking for. And then we're just going to step our right foot through to a low lunge position. Just taking a breath here. And then going to keep our left hand down on the mat, opening our right arm up towards the sky. Taking a breath here. We're going to bring our right hand back down, stepping our right leg back into downward facing dog. Just taking a moment of stillness here. We're then going to step our left foot through into a low lunge, leaving our right hand down this time, opening our left hand up to the sky. So it's a really good pose here for kind of releasing those hot emotions that can be come stuck inside of us during autumn. So releasing them back up to the sky, letting them go. Bring our left hand back down, stepping back into a downward facing dog. We're going to bring our knees down. We're going to come down into a child pose. So we're just taking a rest here in child pose, just to remind ourselves of the importance of taking rest during our autumn phase, taking that time to turn inwards, starting to slow down with our work commitments, our social engagements, just starting to think about what's really important to us this week. What do I need to do? What do I want to do to help conserve my energy for my inner winter? And then we're slowly going to come up onto our knees, and then we're going to come up into a standing position. So we're just going to set up now for a warrior two. So we're going to bring our right foot parallel to the long edge of our mat, bringing our heels in line, turning our left foot slightly in. Bend there in our right knee, bringing our arms up, taking our gaze over our right hand. A couple of breaths here. Then we're going to reach our right arm up into reverse warrior. Left hand just grazing our back thigh. We're then going to bring our right hand down, right elbow down onto our right thigh, bringing our left arm up and over our left ear. Just repeating the following mantra: I treat myself with love and respect. Going back up to centre, taking that onto the opposite side, so moving our feet round, taking that bend there in our left knee, taking our gaze over our left hand. Nice strong warrior two position here. We're going to come back into reverse warrior. Bringing our left elbow down onto our left knee, reaching our right arm up and over. Again, repeating the mantra, I treat myself with love and respect. And back up to centre. We're going to come down onto the floor now, coming down onto our back. And we're going to come into a bridge pose. So keeping our feet flat on the mat there, bringing our hands down by our sides, palms facing down. We're just going to lift our tailbone up to the sky, pushing our hips up, squeezing our glutes here. Start to bring your shoulder blades together. Either stay here or you can join your hands underneath there as well, so just to give you a little bit of a deeper stretch. Do the position that your body would like to do. If your hands are joined together, just release them before slowly coming down, vertebra by vertebra, down onto your mat. And then we're just going to pull our knees in towards our chest here. Taking a couple of breaths here. Now we're going to just bring our knees over to the left hand side. Just resting our left hand there on top of our right thigh. Just bringing your right arm gently out to the side. Just giving our abdominal organs and our digestive system a lovely massage here. Our energy can start to become depleted in this area during our autumn phase. And this is just going to help give it a little bit of a helping hand. And coming back up to centre. Then we're going to drop our knees over to the right hand side this time. Just placing your right hand there on top of your left thigh. Just bring your left arm gently out to the side. Just really breathing into your belly here. back up to centre. Just going to bring our legs out towards the edges of our mat now. Bringing our arms out to the side, palms facing up. Just giving ourselves a few moments relaxation here in Savasana. Just allowing yourselves to fully absorb all the benefits of this soothing practice, to fill you with self-compassion, to help you manage and navigate what can be a tricky phase of your menstrual cycle. Just remembering that sometimes just having the awareness of where you are in your cycle can really help you kind of give your body what it needs. Just that understanding can be soothing in itself. I'm just going to wiggle out your fingers and toes. Draw your feet together, bring your arms overhead there for a full body stretch. If that feels good for you. Then we're just going to carefully roll over onto one side. Just taking a moment here to ourselves here, just to take that final moment of rest before coming carefully up into a seated position. Just crossing our legs here. Just bringing our hands to heart centre, just taking a bow with our head here. And just ending this short practice with a final mantra, which I would like you to carry through into the rest of the phase, the rest of this phase of your cycle. And that is, I speak to myself with love and kindness. I speak to myself with love and kindness. Bringing our hands to our forehead. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here at Sunflower Yoga for this short practice to help soothe your inner critic during the inner autumn phase of your menstrual cycle. Please do subscribe to my channel where you will find lots more yoga flows and meditations which are going to help support you along each and every stage of your menstrual cycle. Thank you. Bye.